90, that's my woody now.
I'm my woody now.
Fucking pilots. I be moving through this bitch, ain't worried about no iris. I'm a fucking shotter. And I'm dreaded like a roster. I've been running up that bag. I've been chopping out that charge. Phone screaming, get back.
Get back.
Long live baby, but you boy can't forget. Hey, Project Baby 6'4", shawty got it on my back. Chop a bullet, make him somersault and put him on his back.
Beef, nigga. We into it till you die. Real street, nigga.
I bet Whiskey still twitching. He changed something different. I got clips like Mel Gibson. I know niggas scared to come around when I pop out outside. I done gave niggas whole head starts and still I humped them down.
Shot a new Amsterdam lock. One day.
Roman Swipes.
Girls on another knob. New Amsterdam.
New Amsterdam.
Get that fuck, good shit.
Hey, man, welcome back to another episode of Open Run Podcast, man. I'm your boy Cinco. We got Gino, Twan, Llama, D-Trill in the building, of course, as always. Now, March Madness has been crazy, so we're going to open it up with March Madness because people are getting upset. You know what I'm saying? What you call it, Memphis? Go ahead, say it, Memphis. Say it, Memphis. Go ahead.
Shout out St. Peter's, man. We out here. We in the building. We rocking peacocks. Brody over there, peacock and fly. Peacock, we out here. Yeah.
Bro, do you realize by the time this airs, we would have known what the game is today, folks. So we're gonna load up something on social media. But he doing all this. This might release on like Monday or Tuesday. By the time they didn't already played, so you might look foolish.
Look, we rocking regardless. We ain't
look, bro.
Be here. We ain't supposed to be here.
We? Who is we? Who is we, bro?
Hey, you know what's so crazy? I don't even know where St. Peter's is located. So, hey, I just like the story of an underdog team. They kind of remind me of the Grizzlies a little bit, so I started rocking with them. I'm tired of, you hear about the mainstream teams, Villanova, UNC, Duke. I like a team that's going to shake it up, you know what I'm saying, and teams can't figure them out. So I was surprised when they beat Purdue. The other game before that, I forgot who they played before that. But when they just beat Purdue, I was like, man, wow. They're really doing something. And the thing, if you haven't watched St. Peter's, the crazy thing about their team is that they press the whole game.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like a high school
The whole game. The whole game. Like a high school, like your coach telling you to pick them up full court.
It's honestly,
whole game.
It's very similar to Kansas.
Which is crazy. And Kansas locks up. But the thing about St. Peter's is that people don't give them credit for is their guard play. They got about 5 guards. They got, I think, the one white boy that can shoot. And then the rest of them, they just dogs. So they pick you up full court.
The white boy
yeah, he is. He a dog. But I'm saying they literally only got one shooter. He's the only shooter on
he the only white boy on the team too.
So it's they said something about his social media following. He was at like 1,000 followers before the tournament started, and he's like at 60K now. So it's like,
wow.
And I kind of
that NIL finna look good. That NIL finna look good.
I like the personality of their coach because the coach he's from New York, and he was like, what they gonna say now?
Y'all know they coach. Y'all know they coach is the one. They coach is the one who won.
He Dame Dash brother too.
No, all right, bro. But look, they coach is the one that won MVP of the All-Star game that Steven Jackson and Kobe was in. Remember when they did the interview and Steven Jackson was like Kobe thought that Steven Jackson won the MVP of the All-Star game? It was Shaheem Holloway, the coach of St. Peter's. He the one that won the MVP of the McDonald's American All-Star game.
They saying that with the way what he's doing right now for St. Peter's, it's like a couple of schools, like bigger universities. I want to say, like, don't get me wrong, don't misquote me. It's, you know what I'm saying, it might be St. It was one college that's like waiting to hire their next head coach because they want to consider him to coach their program. It's like a St. John's or somebody like that.
Hey,
and
but I'm gonna tell y'all,
real dope.
It's good, right? You know, he, like Gene said, he cool. You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, he is this dope. It's all good and dandy. But listen, them bags is packed for one day. And one day only. They played North Carolina today, bro. And I'm sorry, like, you know, Loyola Chicago made it to the Final Four before. They was an underdog, whatever, but they was an 11th seed. St. Peter's is the 15th seed.
Let me
All
use my
right.
Eddie Murphy fingers.
Listen.
I'm gonna cut you. Let me use my Eddie Murphy fingers. Listen. I feel like we're gonna end up doing this every episode. Y'all was talking about UCLA last episode, right? Okay. Gene done. As long as I get 5 seconds every episode to let y'all know what I'm on, go ahead.
But listen, all I'm saying is this, bro. Like they really have been doing their job and they've been playing good basketball, playing hard basketball, but they played North Carolina today. So when I look at it from that perspective, I just got to understand. I just got to understand that, like, it's North Carolina at the end of the day. And if they lose to St. Peter's, bro.
North Carolina, it stops here. It is stop it. The Cinderella, it stops here.
I'm saying, look. All I'm gonna say to this, to all the viewers out there, I know this episode gonna release late. I know that, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be after the game has aired today. Everybody gonna be locked into the game. I don't know who's gonna win, but if I'm a gambling man,
you are.
I'm going.
You are.
I will go with the spread. Let's be real. Nobody's truly getting blown out in this tournament. You know what I'm saying?
So you got North Carolina plus 2.5. North Carolina plus 2.5.
No. St. Peter's, they literally got like St. Peter's at like a 12.5 spread. You'd be a fool to not take that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if I'm wrong, by the time this comes out, y'all will see me apologize live. They will at least win by 17 points. I'm putting it out there right now.
Damn,
North Carolina,
17.
North Carolina smack St. Peter's, bro.
Hey, bro. I look.
Hey, I just want to go on record and say that I got Duke winning the whole thing. I don't know if we clarified that last time, but I feel like I said that.
I like Duke to do it.
Like, you know,
I clarified that last episode, but you can join in. It's cool.
I just think that, look, I'm just saying like this. If St. Peter's wins the game, I'm going to come in here on the next episode with a T-shirt of a peacock on that mug.
Just the shirt.
You gotta play that thug, that kill before.
So St. Peter. All right. So look, if St. Peter's wins, do they beat Duke?
All right, man. What are we doing? What are we talking about?
Hey! I'm with Duke, bro. I'm just trying to see the gambling man at the end, bro. You know.
I'm gonna say this.
Stephen A, bro.
I see them pants.
I can't believe what I'm here. I can't believe what I'm here right now.
It's blasphemy, honestly. I don't know. I'm really enjoying the March Madness though. It's really dope. It's exciting. It's, you know, I really like it.
We got a little
I really like
it. Today, y'all.
My boy, you know what I'm saying? We got our first guest to see.
Yeah, dude.
Little Twan, you know what I'm saying? Got the fresh cut.
He about to blow up the spot. He
about to blow the spot up.
making his cameo.
There you go. He done turned the camera a little bit. You're gonna have to turn it back to your right. Turn it back to your right. Don't move it hard. Just a little. There we go.
He said, okay.
Look at him. Chasing him down. Why he walking him down like that? Walk him down.
Walk him down. Hey, Duke. Come here, Duke. Put your face in the camera. Nope, he gone.
Look at him.
Took off.
Bro, he be gone.
Hey, but look, man. I don't know, bro. I just feel like I said, I'm picking Duke to win the whole thing, so we going with Duke. I know Gene picked Duke. Huh?
It's the best story.
It is the best.
It's for sure gonna be Duke. It's for sure gonna be Duke versus North Carolina, I think.
No, Duke. No. Duke got to play North Carolina in the Final Four.
Bro,
that's what I'm saying.
Coach K is retiring this year.
I like Miami too, y'all.
Y'all don't think? Listen, I'm not saying sports are
Miami out.
Yes, you are.
No, they play today. Miami plays
today.
Oh, I thought Miami was out.
I'm gonna tell you, Bob.
What you said, John?
Then you said, I'm not saying sports are rigged. I said, yes, you are.
I am. But listen,
you are.
No. Coach K is retiring. You don't think he finna see? It's cricket, Twan.
Miami over Kansas?
You don't think he finna see on his way out? He finna see North Carolina one more time. He lost to them the last time they played during the regular season or during the tournament or whatever. Y'all don't think he finna? Come on, man. He finna see North Carolina. North Carolina finna smack St. Peter's, and if I win that bet, then Mem got to do the next episode butt naked.
No, ain't no way. It's no way, bro. What? I know y'all will be on the episode by yourself. Swear to God, by yourself.
I'm crying, bro. But speaking of cameos, we know we late to the party. We know, you know what I'm saying, it's been long awaited. Y'all been asking for the opinion. We are gonna give it to you. The Kanye West documentary, Genius, Genius, whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying?
Captain Game
my
you,
fellas,
whatever y'all want to say.
My fellas, what y'all thinking about it, man? How y'all feel about it?
So yeah, I think Twan, out of all of us, we all love Ye. Ye our guy. The old Ye for me. I ain't really gonna speak on none of the new stuff going on. But shout out Donda. Anyway, Twan out of all of us is clearly the biggest Ye fan. When I met him at 18, bro, it was Ye all on the walls. It was Ye before Kendrick, and I know it's kind of changed since then, but I figured you want to talk about this the most, Twan.
All right. I think more than anything, I think that the documentary exemplified what I already knew. You know what I'm saying? As far as like how much bro kind of believed in himself, and I guess what it showcased most for me was seeing that his mom had that same belief that he had in himself. You know what I'm saying? That's where it came from. That's what instilled it in him. I kind of fell off of Ye after some of the latest rants. When I say latest, maybe like a year or two ago. And Ye been ranting ever since he kind of been in the spotlight. So it wasn't just because he was ranting, it was kind of what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of people saying that, they miss old Kanye for years now before even all this crazy stuff started happening. You know what I'm saying? It would kind of rub me the wrong way because I always think like, this kind of been who this man has been since he came in the game, whatever you want to say. And that's what inspired me most. You know what I'm saying? That's why I did like Ye growing up. And when y'all met me in college was self-awareness, believing in himself. He came in the game when, I think I said this in season 1, you know what I'm saying, with backpack rap, when gangster rap was taking over the world, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a breath of fresh air. It was something different. And over time, with his body of work, I would say up until maybe TLOP, I don't know who had 8 better albums. I mean, that's an argument we can talk about, but it was just beautiful music, bro. But as far as the documentary, it was dope, man. I think seeing, him and what was that? Before the document started, was it 94 when he was at that party or whatever, when the doc first started? I want to say it was 96 or 94 or something like that, before the doc started.
I think it was
it might have been, it could have been 94. I'm not too sure.
Okay. It was dope to see that, and to see that he was already like musically inclined then, and then as the doc started going, they had a video, or maybe it looked like a home video of him as a kid, like rapping, you know what I'm saying? So he been doing music for a real long time. And the fact that his mom supporting him and got him equipment and got him, connections to get around people that did the same things that he liked, you know what I'm saying? Put him in the School of Arts and stuff like that. I feel like that's important. And a lot of parents now can learn from that, you know what I'm saying, with their kids,
that's true.
Seeing what they like early and you know what I'm saying, just pushing that. But it was dope to see, bro. Dope to see, behind the scenes of the College Dropout. It's so crazy now listening to that album. You can actually do certain things, you know what I'm saying? It always sounded just like a great mastered album to me.
Right.
But listening to it now, and seeing those clips is like, damn, like you can really look back and be like, that was just an amazing body of work, bro. Like that's one of the best debut albums to me, ever. But shoot, looking at Pharrell reaction, bro, some of these reactions, seeing how they, like the labels is kind of just like I don't even want to necessarily say pushing them away, because they weren't pushing them away. It just, they weren't really hype on his shit.
They just wanted that beat. They just wanted the beats. They just wanted,
So
they wasn't running. They was just tiptoeing because it was new. They didn't really understand that style rap. He wasn't talking about drugs. He wasn't talking about girls. They just wasn't used to that. And even in the documentary, they use the word clean. When in my opinion, Kanye not necessarily clean, but it's just not towards the like you said, the gangster rap. Right. Now, the biggest thing I took away from the documentary is what you ended with. Well, two things, honestly. What you ended with, talking about like seeing the behind the scenes. Like, I know how hard you work on your craft and other rappers and stuff like that. And so it's a new respect when you actually hear the music and know what went behind it. But to see what happened behind crack music and slow jams and Through the Wire, like that gave me, I always loved them songs. Yeah. But it gave me a whole new respect. And it's like, bro, it's crazy that he actually rapped Through the Wire, through a freaking wire.
Hey, when you listen to the song now, do that make the song better for you now?
Yeah. I mean, I've always loved, I play that just on the regular, but it's while you listening, you start to get that bump like he was doing.
Yeah.
It's like you respect it at another level, on an artistic level, from a creative perspective. It's just amazing. And then my second biggest takeaway is what Twan been telling me for almost 10 years, which is that Ye always been a little sporadic. He always been a little crazy. He go on a little rant. But to me, what I believe Twan, but seeing the documentary confirmed it. But the difference is why I say old Ye versus new is the stuff that he used to rant about, to me, was warranted. Does that make sense?
No, absolutely. I think. Burn. I think absolutely, like, that's kind of what turned me off. I would say 2 years ago, and I think, but I think when we would discuss this prior to even him starting saying that slavery was a choice stuff, y'all remember when I kind of fell off. We wouldn't go back and forth, but we would discuss these things, and I'll be like, I don't necessarily see the things that you guys are seeing. Besides, he's saying all the time. Besides, you know what I'm saying? I guess the decisions that I don't necessarily agree with, but it's not my life to live. You know what I'm saying? I guess what I had to realize was when I fell off with bro was that I can't necessarily turn my back on another black man that ain't out here, doing the worst things, murder, or let's say, you know what I'm saying? I hate to even bring this up, but like rape, but stuff like that, man. But I feel like he just need help, and I don't know what that looks like as far as like maybe the right people around him or the right arms around him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it looks like, but I do know that he needs some type of assistance.
I just think that when bro like lost his mom, because just seeing from every episode, you always saw his mom like supporting him, being his biggest fan. And I kind of feel like his mom was really the one person that brought him back down to earth. You know what I'm saying? They gave him that sense of being normal, being a human. You know what I'm saying? And like, it really like, he just like, even at the concerts or big events or big shows or whatever like that, he would go to his mom's house. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the night, no matter how late, he'll go to his mom's house, and you show like Cootie and all them going to his crib, his homies and everything, going to her crib, and just, you know what I'm saying, just there for hours, and Kanye just talking to his mama. Like, that was everything to him. And you can see like throughout the episode, like she was his manager at one point. Like he would have her on the tours, and come wake him up in the morning and be like, oh, you got to do this photo shoot. You never, like, before Kanye started bringing the girls on the red carpet, he had his mom on the red carpet. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was next to his mom doing photo shoots and doing little, things with just, she was able to just really be that sense of, because how can you, it's kind of like, for Kanye, the most difficult thing is, how are you able to trust people around you to basically bring you down back to earth when they haven't even seen you when you're down to earth? And I kind of feel like, he's this megastar, he's this superstar, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a lot of people that's a little hesitant to tell Kanye how it is, opposed to his mom. You know what I'm saying? His mom has seen him at his lowest of low. Like Torrance, you know what I'm saying? She bought him the equipment. She, you know what I'm saying? When he got evicted from his crib, and you know what I'm saying? Like, one of my favorite songs is Last Call. You know what I'm saying? Like how he explained the story, and you know what I'm saying, and saying like how they got evicted from the crib, and his mom said, come on, we about to go, you know what I'm saying? And they moved and packed their stuff up and got the apartment and everything like that. And it's like, she was everything to him. Kanye's father wasn't around like that. I feel like a lot of us can relate to that as Black men in our society. You know what I'm saying? Our fathers don't always be there. You know what I'm saying? We got love for them, we love them, but sometimes they're not always present. So our mom is our rock. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like with that going forward, it's kind of like, you know, he lost it. And when he lost it, it's like he like even on the episode, I think it was episode 2 or 3 or something, he didn't even deal with you said what?
Well, answer this. Why would he have a ceremony where he built out her house and then burned everything around it? What does that mean?
I don't think that it was Kanye always, but this is the thing with Kanye. It's artistry.
Go ahead, but
I was saying that it's just artistry, bro. I don't think that he necessarily wanted to, like, you know, burn the house. I think it was just more so like, I'm gonna show y'all where it all started. And I think
love that part, but when he started burning it, he got people circling around, a little ritual, bro. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I mean, Kanye always like he always gonna do the most. I mean, but I'm just being real. Like, even from the tours, like the Life of Pablo tour and stuff like that, like when he would be on this big floating stage and everybody would kind of be under him. You know what I'm saying? When he was saying stuff like, I am a God, you know what I'm saying? And everything like that. Like, Kanye always gonna be this outlandish person. And when you go to his concerts, he's going to do the most. He's gonna go on the rants. He's gonna talk. He's gonna, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna give you the visuals behind it. I feel like nobody does it better than him. And you kind of see other artists taking that ship. Like Travis was doing it for a while with his concerts. He would have, like, you know, for Astro World, he had a little roller coaster thing, or, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like they make the concerts more of an experience. But I do think that he's dealing with, you know, he hasn't learned how to cope, or, you know, I'm trying to look for the right word to describe, you know, being hurt or whatever. But
it's grief.
Grief. Yeah, he has to learn how to properly grieve. And he said it himself. He was like, after my mom died, I just kept working. You know what I'm saying? He just kept working. And that's kind of why you see him go on these rants on Instagram where he'll say something about my family, I got to be there for my kids, because his dad wasn't there for him. You know what I'm saying? So he don't want to be that person. So he's projecting that hurt and saying, like, hey, I don't want them to end up like me. So I mean,
that saying, you so smart, you dumb.
For sure.
And that's no disrespect to Kanye, but because we all know that, you know, I hate to use the adjective, you know, like calling somebody a genius, but he is very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes he makes music for the future. We per se, right? Like, you know, when I think about 808s and I think about certain albums, I think about 2-3 years later about like how people were kind of making, even if it wasn't that same sound, you know what I'm saying? It was going in that direction. Mm-hmm. So like, I like to say, like, yeah, like seriously, he is so smart that he's dumb sometimes. Sometimes I read what he says and it's like, this does not make sense. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm able to maybe a couple of days later go back and be like, kind of put the pieces together and be like, I can see where you was going with this, but you didn't have to go this way. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, not to be like that, you know, Gene, you know, I'm spiritual too, bro. So I know where you be coming from when you saying, why did he do this? Why did he do that? I can tell you this, the Kanye trick, y'all. It is art the majority of the time, I would like to say, you know, from my perspective. Again, I like to always say that I'm only on the outside looking in. I don't know what's going on in these meetings, these rooms, or whatever the case may be. But from what my spirit tells me, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kanye seems to be a God-fearing man, even if he is misled. Because I feel like a lot of people are God-fearing but misled, right? So I think a lot of it is art, bro. He went to a school of arts and started in elementary school. So when I look at it, I think he even used certain people as symbolism, you know, in life, you know, like, and not bad symbolism, but like art, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether it be women or whatever the case may be. But I think a lot of that with his shows and stuff is just him putting on a show, bro. He was doing talent shows and all type of shit since he been little. You know what I'm saying? We kind of get.
I try to stay aware and conscious of what is actually going on in this. We live, like, we breathe oxygen. You feel me? You know, we live in life, but there's a lot going on that we will never know about.
For sure.
The music industry is very, very dark. I don't know if y'all seen stuff about Megan Thee Stallion last video and all that darkness going on. If y'all ain't seen that video, try to watch it without being uncomfortable, bro. It's some weird. My wife showed me. I wouldn't have known anything had not fucked up. But when you think about the music industry, and I'm not gonna compare it to the pharmaceuticals, but there's a lot of. Go ahead.
Compare it to the pharmaceuticals, you can compare it to the jail system. All of that's
It's
hot,
dark, bro. It's dark. And
It
there's symbolism everywhere, whether you know it or not. You may love a music video and have no idea that there's something demonic in it.
And even if it ain't symbolism, it's conditioning, right? Like that's what I be trying to say. It's like, you know, it's there for a reason, is what I be saying. Yeah.
So the fact that I'm aware that it's not like, oh, I'll never watch a music video again. It's not that, bro. I pray daily. You understand what I'm saying? I'm very close to the Father. But I will say this, man. If you're not aware of stuff like that, like I am, how do I put this without coming off as judgmental? You just got to be conscious, bro. And I'm not saying that Ye means anything with this stuff, but it's some weird stuff going on.
That's what I said.
It makes you kind of step back, like, all right, I may not be judging, but I definitely don't understand this. So I'm not just feeling it.
Right. And I get that. You don't want to run into any situation like a chicken with your head cut off, right? Just being there just because you like the music, and that's why I've fallen off of a lot of things that I kind of grew up listening to or liking, because I just kind of can't relate, and it don't sit well in my spirit, right? But with Ye, bro, this is why I say that he needs help. I can go back to verses, I can go back to rants, I can go back to where he's like talking about his people, talking about God, you know what I'm saying? And then you get him in a space where he upset and he looked like a totally different person, or whatever the case may be. But you talking about the pharmaceutical programs, and I'm telling you how this all connects with like the music industry and the jail systems. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all season 1 who controls the music industry. It's the people that control the jail systems. Kanye said it on Yeezus, on New Slaves. Meanwhile, the DEA teamed up with the CCA. They try to lock niggas up. They try to make new slaves. See, that's that privately owned prison. Get your piece too. You know what I'm saying? Like, he know. So that's what I'm saying.
But, bro, that's the thing, and I'm glad you said that, because it's like, bro, with Kanye, he's like, he has always thrown them hints out there without always throwing it out there for people to catch it. You'll go back and listen, like, bro, what did you say? You got to think, bro came out the gate with Jesus Walk and literally recorded a video of Jesus walking through the city with him, riding in the car with him, figuratively, like his homeboy played Jesus. And it's like, bro, like I said, it's art, but
But to that point, we had this discussion offline years ago. When it comes to people like Ye, like Twan said, you got to pay attention to what he actually saying. Because to me, I feel like Ye either literally has something wrong with his mental health, or B, which is, he still has something wrong, but it's because of what he's been exposed to. Like, is it possible that Ye has actually seen a lot more than the average human being will ever see, and he don't know how to put the message out there without getting himself
I think 1,000%. I think 1,000. You got to think, Gene. Like, bro, his whole, like, if you look into it from a deeper aspect, you coming into a generation or a whole genre where you're not even accepted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you under the most notoriously gangster rap eras ever. You know what I'm saying? You got Freeway, you got Jay, you got Memphis Bleak, you got, you know what I'm saying? You got all these gangster rappers coming into their walking in these offices, and you tell them, hey, listen to Jesus Walk. Or hey, listen to I'm trying to think, listen to this, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, they're like, huh? Like, how we gonna listen to Jesus Walking? We just have to listen to Big Pimpin'. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bro, like, you gotta, it's just, for me, it's like, bro, they really tried to, I just don't, my thing that I took away from the whole documentary, summarize it up, never let nobody shoot your dreams down. Never let nobody tell you what you can't do. Never let nobody knock you off your hustle. And just, regardless of what you go through in life, just keep following your passion. Keep following your passion. Because it's like, bro, to see how they fronted on him, and I'm glad that they explained it, because for years, and Jay is my favorite rapper, people will religiously say, it's Jay-Z fault, it's Jay-Z fault, it's Jay-Z fault that Kanye didn't get on. It's Jay-Z fault that they didn't push Kanye. It's Jay-Z. Jay-Z didn't have no control over that shit. Like, if people go back and listen to, and my homie had to put me up on game. Shout out my boy Antonio. You know what I'm saying? Black Boy Fly on IG. He put me up on game with this. People don't even know Rockefeller was created by Jay and Dame. Dame just had the bread. Dame was a street dude. He had the bread. Jay been rapping, you know what I'm saying? But he was created. It was a partnership. But Dame ended up on the majority of the partnership because Jay was the artist. So you're an artist under the label. It's not Jay-Z's job to push Kanye. He was in the studio with Kanye. He was telling people Kanye was dope, whatever. Ultimately, it came down to Dame. Dame had to push Kanye, but he didn't want to because why? I need Kanye to make these beats for my artists. I need Kanye to be on the blueprint. I need Kanye to drop it. We need these beats so we can keep getting these #1 records. So you got to think, if you got somebody on the sideline and they making you bread in a whole different aspect, and they come and tell you, hey, I want to do X, Y, Z. You be like, why would I take a chance on that if we already making the bread right here and we rich and we got #1 records? Why would I throw and push that out the envelope or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and shake the whole room up if it ain't broke? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's kind of like I understood that. It's like, but damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they fronted on bro hard. And he was telling them, like, I'm going to be the biggest artist. I'm going to be the flyest artist. And he did it.
Go ahead, man.
I just, that was basically all I had to say, bro. Like, just to everybody out there, bro, don't let nobody front on your dreams. Like, bro, this is why I get so passionate about the podcast when we talk about this shit, because, bro, we started this on just some humbug shit. Like, and we ain't nowhere near where we want to be. You know what I'm saying? We got big goals. We striving for, you know what I'm saying, viewers, and y'all rock with us on some genuineness, whatever. But
we on the way.
We on the way. You know what I'm saying? We started it. And I feel like, you know, that's hard for everybody. Anybody that got a passion or a dream out there, bro, just start it. It don't have to be perfected. You feel me? It don't have to be perfected. It don't got to be perfect. All pieces ain't got to fall in place. Just start. Take that first step. Take that leap. And take that chance. You never know what can happen.
Let me ask you a question real quick. What's one thing that, you know, most greats, I won't say all greats, but have in common, even if it's not arrogance, you know what I'm saying? People usually
they take the risk.
When I think about, let's throw basketball players out there. Kobe, Mike, Bron. I think about artists, Drake, Cole.
Confidence.
What do they all exemplify? What do they all claim to be the best, right?
Yeah, confidence.
Ye, I think, kind of get darts thrown at him in a different kind of way because he claims it in a, I guess, narcissistic kind of way. But he does claim the same exact thing that everyone else claims. I'm the best. I'm the best at what I do, right? But Ye rants. I like to call bro a compassionate narcissist because it's like, I honestly truly do feel that he wants the best for like people. He always talk about creating product, right? I hear product more than I hear music these days when Ye talking. And whether that be jerseys for a basketball team or water supply or whatever the case may be, I think he's just thinking about world products, you know. But Ye, I think what happened to him was during that process, and I could be wrong, of him coming up and all of that rejection, it kind of created a monster, right? Because he had already believed in himself so much. He showed that he believed in himself. Even when people weren't believing in him, he still believed in himself. So when he finally did get that little bit of light, and it showed too, y'all can, you know, it showed even, you know, with Cootie. How many years did they go? We would have had a crazy, the documentary was crazy.
Yeah.
Think about how
crazy.
And he could record for like 8 years.
Six to 8 years without really being there.
So that showed you that there alone. I'm not saying that he became a bad person. You know, the industry, it treats everybody kind of go in different directions. You know, the industry is an evil place, in my opinion. It really is. You know, a lot of good come with it as far as being able to take care of your family and things like that. But like, bro, I can only imagine, God forbid, my mom here till I'm 100 years old. But like, I cannot imagine being 20-something years old, losing my mom and becoming one of the biggest stars on the planet. You know, I don't even want that, to be honest. But like, you know, that's what came with it. Everybody in the world know your name and your music. And now your mama gone, your biggest supporter. And you not grieving. First of all, grief already a complex emotion within itself. So like, you still going on tour and performing, like, bro, I can tell you every day with what I'm dealing with right now. Every day looks different. Some days I don't necessarily, I'm not gonna say I don't think about it, But you know what I'm saying? Like some days, bro, I'm just like that anger it can turn into guilt, it can turn into sadness. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't imagine having to be so busy all the time, like
For sure,
and
bro.
not being able to deal with that mess.
Yeah.
So like I just feel like bro had a lot going on. That's what we all do. We all human. We all got a lot going on.
Yeah.
I'm not giving him no excuses. But I just wish that we as a people, you know, we would stop turning our backs on people that genuinely need help, not medically, not with medication, but as our people that need help. And, you know, obviously you got to want help to get help. But, you know, we'll sit here and tell somebody, you know, they invited to the barbecue because they rapped a song, but then one of our brothers do something. And as soon as they do something messed up, we turning our backs on them, acting like they've never been black before. They never did, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that ain't cool to me. That ain't cool to me.
Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, especially if it ain't a scenario that, like I said, where it's just certain things that we not gonna respect on this podcast, right? Like as far as in life, I feel like you can cross a line. Do y'all feel like Ye has crossed that line?
He just straddled the line. He straddled it.
And like he said, I think that he seemed maybe more than the average human or what even us being in the industry or whatever the case may be. But when I listen to his words, I be feeling like it's like some hidden things in there. Like he kind of. I hate to bring this up because that's that man's family, and I wouldn't want nobody to speak on my family. Mm-hmm. But marrying Kim alone to me was a sign of like, huh? Yeah. Like, and I'm not judging. Like, come on, man, we all human. We all did stuff on this planet. I'm not trying to judge this man, but like, think about like y'all. Like you said, he came out with Jesus Walks, and he came out. Kanye got on national TV and said George Bush don't like black people, bro. So at the end of the day, when you think about all this history of how he came in the game and how he was so for his people, you almost black power, you know, more than anybody at the time. Who can y'all think was really on that wave besides like Mos Def Common? That was real. On the level of where Kanye was. There was a lot of underground artists, but Ye was in the spotlight speaking on black people. He kind of stopped, even up to Yeezy.
We all fall short of his glory, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm not here. So there's a difference, in my opinion, between holding somebody accountable and criticizing somebody. Mm-hmm. When it comes to holding somebody accountable, I'll defend Ye, but at the same time, I'll tell you, like, you can't come at other people. If you sit here asking about protection or people checking on you, nobody that cares, and then you go attack somebody else. So we could say, you know, don't attack brothers and sisters or whatever it is, but when he's doing it, it's like, all right, so where are we at? Of what I believe is like real truth, things that he's throwing out there, like for us to reel in, that could be really adequate knowledge. And then there's the crazy stuff where it's like, all right, that might be part of like the grief or even what he's going through now, bro. For your relationship, he did it to himself, but for your relationship to be on front stage every day of the week, you in every post, you're on Shade Room Ball Alert, everything you do. If you want to go see your wife in the middle of Wyoming, they there. How are they there? I don't know. They said it was a rumor that she called him or something. Like, you just can't. You can't go back.
Too much. That's too much, bro.
Unless they chew you up and spit you out.
So let me ask y'all a question.
To go out like that. So it's like, it's this struggle between himself, his spirit. I don't know about his spiritual side, but it's clearly a struggle between himself mentally and being on front stage with everything. I don't want anybody to know what's going on in my life. Like that alone is annoying at all, just to think about. It's just annoying. So I know he's dealing with some crazy stuff, but we also got to hold him accountable. It's like, well, you wifed Amber Rose, like you did those things.
I don't need anything that I said to be taken away from me holding that man accountable. So me saying that being there for that black man does not mean me turning my back when he's doing the most. Because I literally just said a lot of what he does is stupid. It's literally stupid.
And we love Ye. We love him.
Come on, bro. I
genuinely
do, bro. Because it's like I can literally see that he needs help. Like
my boy Twan got a warehouse of Yeezy behind him. Like, come on, man. We love Ye.
Bro, said a warehouse.
when I think about let's just talk about child custody and what black men have to deal with in America. you know what I'm saying, custody battles, and you know what I'm saying, just having a say so. And I know we spoke on black men, you know, a lot of us growing up without our fathers, but there are fathers that really want to be there for their kids, bro. And some situations don't allow them to be because of the system or whatever the case may be. But you know, a lot of what he's posting on Instagram, like Gene was saying, is like, or just social media and being on all these platforms, it's like, bro, like you do not have to do this. You do not need everybody in your family business today. But what I will take from it, besides his family being all plastered all over the internet, is it's kind of like, it's my stance with Kyrie, right? Everybody was on his head about him being paid all these millions and not going out there to hoop. Go be a nigga and go hoop. You getting paid millions, go hoop, go get the vaccine. He was able to put himself on a platform and be like, look, check this out, bro. I'm gonna miss out on whatever money I have to have my stance and do what I need to do to play in the way for other people. What I wish Ye would do is stop all this skeet shit and all this other stuff that he's doing, and how he feel about his daughter and about this TikTok stuff and whatever the case may be. If that's how you feel, bro, keep putting the gas on that, because it's a lot of parents fighting for that right now. And I hate to be like, you know, he does have a platform. He is a celebrity, and I don't look at celebrities like everybody human to me. But you know, he has a platform. He has millions of followers where people can be like, man, if he can do this, maybe I should keep my foot on the gas. You know what I'm saying? Because it's people struggling with stuff just like what he is right now. People don't understand. Like, they're like, oh, you're a billionaire, who cares? And like, man, people do be wanting their family back. He's doing it the wrong way, in my opinion.
They suspended his account. So
but I'd be frustrated too, bro. How old is Ye? And Pete is 28 years old. He my age. Ye got 4 kids by that woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't want you around my kids either. I'll be hot too, but I wouldn't just be going about the way that he is.
Okay, so all right, because we gonna elaborate on this the next episode, and I want everybody to like tap in on this, because we're gonna talk about the whole Pete and Ye thing, because that's a great subject. That's a great subject. That's a great subject to talk about. But to summarize in brief, what are y'all rating the documentary 1 out of 10? Where y'all at with it?
Comparing it. So the only documentaries I actually watch is usually, I mean, I've done a lot of research on Outkast. That's the only other music documentary I've pretty much watched, because Outkast is my favorite rap group of all time. It's not even close. But outside of that, most documentaries I watch are on like billionaires, millionaires, just success type stuff, like just businessmen, all that stuff. So to compare to that, it's kind of hard to do. But I will say I was very much entertained, very enlightened on his journey. There's a lot of details in there. I don't care how much of a Ye fan you are, you learn something new in that docuseries. They covered a lot, bro. So what I appreciated though is just the fact that I saw a young man that had a dream and stuck to it. They kept saying no. They kept saying no. They kept saying, well, you're a beat guy. And he did not let them label him, because what's so funny, bro, is Kanye West could have produced beats for the rest of his life and been one of the best producers of all time.
Yeah.
He could have just did that and still been a legend. Do you realize
and
that?
And he is though. That's what's crazy. He's still one of the best producers of all time.
Back then, bro, Ye was talking.
Yeah.
Like I ain't talking about on his albums. He could rap, bro. That was crazy.
We doing it.
Like, we all knew that, but he could rap, bro.
We're watching backwards, right? We're taking steps back, and I'm looking at like, they really didn't think he had bars, because the Ye that we saw was just the Ye that we heard. We didn't know about his journey before that. A lot of people don't think that. They think everybody's just a success, but it took years for Ye to get this far. Right. But the point is, when you see Ye getting that confirmation from Pharrell, you know, from Jamie Foxx and all that, when Luda was like, yo, like Luda was one of the first to come out.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yo, this boy, you can see Luda wasn't even like, because Pharrell was a little bit more expressive and a little bit more flamboyant. Luda looked taken away, like, oh my God.
If I hear Luda name again,
they was all in their prime. You ain't about to disrespect Luda, bro.
I'm just saying, bro.
Luda was
listen to me, because the homies know this is a reoccurring joke. I respect Ludacris as an artist. Ludacris he's a great rapper. I just hate the way he raps and he overpronounces his words. He be like,
y'all not about
let me
to
put.
act like
He be like, let me.
03, y'all wasn't listening to Luda.
Bro, I'm not saying it, but it's the way he rap. It be like, it's so annoying. He be like, let me put a little bit excitement up in your life, like, bro, why do you gotta pronounce your words? Or he be like,
okay, back to what I was saying. Because when it comes to Ludacris and Outkast and T.I., what they was doing in Atlanta, bro, I'm not gonna disrespect none of them. Big Boy, shout out to him. Now we all love Andre, but Big Boy need a special shout out. That boy, he was serious with it. I don't understand.
Look who it is. Lil Big Brother. Lil Big Brother.
What's his name?
You didn't hit me in my face with somebody. No disrespect.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I say for the documentary, I just feel like that the main
what's
point.
The number you got?
I don't really got a number, bro. But I'm gonna just say that what I took from it was just the fact that, like, you gotta have a supporter for one, whether it's one, whether it's five, whatever. A supporter in your corner is like the biggest thing you could have in any journey that you going on. I also took from it that don't let people try to box you in to what they think you should be or what they think is good enough for yourself. Whatever you believe in, whatever you feel like you can do, whether it's one thing or fucking 4 things, chase that shit and keep on going. And it's almost like the people who don't believe in you, fuck them. And the people who do believe in you, you know, just make sure that they know that the belief is appreciated. Because it's like like Kanye, bro, think about it. Like I was saying, he kept saying he was the best. He knew his bars was fire, all that shit from Jump Street. And he kept putting the foot on the gas, And yeah, unfortunately, certain shit happened in his life, and you know, he's not in the same mental spaces as he was at the beginning. But it's the fact that he still kept going, you know, through it all. He still kept going through it all, bro.
That's what I was saying. Like, when you seen Luda get taken away, I don't want to say he was intimidated, but Luda had that look in his eyes like, I got work to do. Because Ye was really on that. And it's really about believing in yourself, man, when you think about how you grew up, Bobby. Like, you grew up and veneers wasn't an option at one point. And you just had to deal with those.
What's wrong with y'all?
Bro, oh my God.
They got problems.
And now you can go get veneers and fix your problem, bro.
It is that, bro.
And that's just really what Ye taught me, is that you never.
Hey, I want to give it a 10 so bad.
I'll give it up.
Inspiration-wise, 10. I feel some type of way because one of the greatest albums of all time, bro, was not on that documentary. And because Ye and Cootie, they didn't fall out.
Because of his ego, bro. Oh my God, bro.
It pissed me
literally
off,
because of Kanye ego, bro.
I would have loved, bro. I mean, I'm glad we got to see College Dropout and Late Registration. When you think about it, those was the 2 albums that we got to see. Think about, bro, if we was to get Graduation in 808 and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, that would have been different. And it was already different. But that My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, bro, if we would have got that.
I'm gonna wrap it up like this. The thing I love about Kanye, like I said, Twan, I feel like we was cheated. Out of 6 to 8 years, it's a lot of phases that Kanye went through. Yep. Style-wise, we don't really touch on style that much. We're about to start. Style-wise, you got Margiela Ye. It's like people see Ye with the mask on now, but it's like people don't forget when Ye was wearing the Margiela mask with the crystals on it and stuff like that. And he had like, bro, it's a lot of phases Kanye went through style-wise. And that's why I like him as an artist, because he's like every era he kind of reinvents himself. He reinvents it. So you see him now with the boots on and stuff like that, and you like the leather and everything. Like
hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Them boots can go to hell. First class ticket. First class ticket to hell, bro. First class, bro.
But yeah, we gonna wrap it up. Everybody say it was great. We enjoyed it. What y'all listening to right now? It's a lot of music that came out. Got Larry June. He just did a tape. It's real dope. If y'all haven't listened, go check that out. Nigo. I love Nigo. I know Nigo, the album.
The fuck is that?
To all the viewers out there who may not know who Nigo is, Nigo was the creative director of Bait back in the day with Pharrell and everything like that. You know, he was the one behind it. You know, creating. He had a close knit relationship with artists. Pusha T, Pharrell, all them. It was like, you know what I'm saying, his boys, his brothers. He was putting, and you know, for the people that don't know about Bait was an early brand. You might see Wayne, you know, wearing it with the H. You know what I'm saying, but Pharrell and Pusha was like one of the biggest advocates to pushing the brand forward before everybody got on it. So, henceforth now, fast forward, he has another brand called Him and Made. He's no longer in Bait. And this album was pretty good. I didn't expect for him to do an album because I've never known him to make music or produce or be in that space. But
what you trying to tell us
like
is a nigga that made clothes just dropped his first album.
Like he just dropped it's kind of like the DJ Khaled type of thing. Like where he's not really on the album, but he has a compilation of artists that are on the album. So he kind of, you know, it's Tyler the Creator, it's Pharrell, it's Lil Uzi, it's, you know, Pusha T. It's a good tape. If y'all haven't, you know what I'm saying, check it out. It's dope. Got some good songs on there.
This
you know,
program is brought to you.
I'm be honest with y'all. I ain't listening to too much of that new right now. I didn't kind of tap back in the dark.
Yeah, just drop in your top three. Your top three rappers that you listen to right now. That's how we're gonna close it out. Top three that you listening to right now.
I can't even do top three rappers, but I can say top three tapes that I'm listening to right now. Dark Lane demo tapes. That's where I'm at right now in my head. Mm-hmm. I'm still listening to
I love it.
Friday Night Activities.
Mm-hmm. Come on, man.
I still need those in my life.
Come on, man.
Mm-hmm. And I've been listening to a lot of like old school shit, man. Like we just had a little get together over here the other day, and they asked, and I know we gotta wrap it up, but they asked we can do this on the next episode. You can attend any 3 concerts that are live. You know what I'm saying? Who would they be? And for me, it was like Rick James, Sade, and Pac. You know, it'd be Pac or Nipsey. So right now, you know, other than like I said, that Larry June and that Dark Lane demo tapes, I've been listening to a lot of like Sade, little reggae.
Bro, it seemed like Dark Lane demo tapes hit so well in the spring, summertime. When you hear that, I'm outside in the LG, it literally just make you.
It's the intro, bro.
Like it's hard. He put that tape was really, and I may sound biased when I say this. That tape was better than his album. But it's one of them. You know what I'm saying? That tape
Look at
better than his album. I'm gonna just call it how it is.
For the viewers out here, y'all.
That tape was better than his album. It is what it is. But I'm listening to
top 3.
We're gonna
top 3.
Y'all next episode. We're gonna do music. We're gonna talk a little bit about March Madness, and Meth gonna be butt naked. I'll let y'all.
Man, hell no.